Hey guys, Dabu7. We have word that a truck is flipped over in Mississippi, and this truck was hauling aggressive monkeys that are carrying hepatitis C, herpes, and COVID. This took place on 59, I-59 in Mississippi. These monkeys coming from Tulane, and they were heading to a facility in Florida when this took place. That these monkeys are about 40 pounds apiece, and they are considered to be aggressive. Authorities saying that if they are to get loose out in the open anywhere, that they are to be shot. You can see one here in the image. They're saying that they have rounded up several, but some are still loose. And just a heads up here for anyone out there in the area of 59 in Mississippi, they could potentially come in contact with one of these monkeys. Even if it's just one, they're saying they're aggressive and they're carrying all these diseases. And we don't know what strain of COVID or anything else. Again, these are test animals here involved in this, and just putting the heads up out there on this situation. If you got anything connected.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters that's out there. Onto those like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Same playbook, different year, same playbook. Yeah, I think that's a good title. Same, different year, same playbook. They did the same stunt during the pandemic. Everybody remember, I think it was in Pittsburgh. Now, this is done in Mississippi. The elder bro had looked it up because I didn't look it up because we all know the movie. Damn, everything about movies today. And the movie is Outbreak with Morgan Freeman. 19. Oh wow. Oh, even better. This is what 30 years ago. All right, 30 fucking years ago. You playing the same? How you play the same thing over the same? Yo, it's like there's no original thought with these people. All right, it says a dangerous airborne virus through civilization, an intense thriller after an African monkey carrying a lethal virus is smuggled into the U.S. An outbreak occurs in a California town. So it's the same playbook, man. But that was 30 years ago. These mother effers, yo. Everything, like, Spirit had it where I always bring it up to the spirit of I forgot what it was, a documentary. It was a documentary, but the man said that movies are not movies. Movies are documentaries. All right. So this is a documentary of what's going to happen today. And what makes it interesting, showing that we in some troubling times, show you that we are in the time of confusion, that all this stuff is happening during a government shutdown, people losing jobs, the same formula. All right, the same fucking formula. The only difference was back then they already had something in the mix in the works. And the thing that they had in the mix in the works, we already know what it was. It ends with a 19 in it. So same playbook, man. It's sad he can't come up with original thought in his goddamn demonic mind, but it's part of the pestilence. Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, "The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. That and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's no new thing under the sun." And obviously, there's no new thing under the sun. They're not gonna let this go for all you people out there, all you brothers and sisters. They're not gonna let a good crisis go. They have the opportunity to put fear. They're using AI. as a measuring stick to to use people to make people mean demonic, so this man could bring in the troops. He already got his personal army called ICE. He already threatened to send the National Guards to cities, major cities, because of crime. Crime, might I add, did not exist, but now they want to justify these crimes because of them starving people out. So there's nothing new under the sun. This man is bringing in the problems because he's that vessel. It's not far fetched. Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from the men which are thy hand, O Lord, from the men of the world, which have their portion in this life." And what are they doing? They fighting to keep in power. They fighting tooth and nail to remain in the position of power. While everybody out here is believing this and that, this is all about power. All right, the uttermost power. They feel that the kingdom is transitioning. They can feel it. They know it. The number one thing that told them that they was going down is the prophets of the Lord. See, the Lord is using Esau to do certain things like he have done in the past. But once he's done with him, he don't need him. He's a throwaway. If you're an Edomite, all right, so-called white man, or your daddy's daddy was a so-called white man, and you come from that lineage, like man, amazing Lucas saying, a lineage of evil. That's literally a lineage, a bloodline of evil. Well, guess what? You're a throwaway. you're you're just being used to do something evil, and the Lord's gonna throw you away. That's it. It says, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly that thou fillest with thy hidden treasures. They are full of they are full of children, and leave their rest of their substance to their babes. And they know that their time is running out. So they're using all the tricks under their sleeve. And to do what? To bring up all these plagues. All right. Revelation 6 and 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So power was given unto this man. All right. And he's also the pale horse. He's also the black horse. So he's the one that's bringing in all these things into this world. I always refer another film, Resident Evil, the last one. And they told you how the corporation orchestrated a worldwide problem, right? That caused all of that shit to happen. And the whole thing was to come back out of it and to rule. That was a whole thing. They're going to cause their biblical destructive thing, so that way when they come out of it, they can rule. So they have in this mindset. I'm gonna end it off of here. I'm gonna make this too long. Psalms 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? And that's a vain thing. Because even in the movie, they tear the fucking whole world apart. All right, they tore up the whole world because they allowed this tea thing, and it resurrected the dead. And that was a fucking film, and it was telling you their plans. All right, so they're raging. That the heathen are raging, and they're not the only ones. They're not the only group under the heavens that think like this. All these other different groups, What's the prominent thing right now? The East versus the West. The West, NATO, EU, and America wants to rule the world their fashionable way. That's why they're tearing everything apart. The East, they wanted to rule their way. All right, they all have the same agenda. Uh, um, Saudi Arabia, is it Saudi Arabia? Yeah, Saudi Arabia want to make a like this great wall that is, I forgot the name of the damn thing. It's like a great wall, but it's like a smart city in the desert. Where do you think they got that fucking idea from? All right, China already have 15-minute cities already. Russia already have ideas what they want to do for the future. They already have real estates and plans for Ukraine. All these nations are jockeying for position. Like they want to be next. It says the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and and cast away their cords from us, which is the Israelites. So they're going to use plagues, they're going to use all sorts of things, all the trick bags that they have under their thing, and try to get rid of the majority of people in the world. Remember the Georgia Guidestone. The Georgia Guidestone wasn't written by and put in display for all those years till recently for no reason, because they want to put things in work. Said he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. So the he's laughing right now. He's allowing you to do things. All right, like it says, I was gonna get this. Let me end it off here. Isaiah 10 and 15 to the point. Shall the axe boast itself against him that hewed it therewith? And shall the sword magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it no wood. So all this stuff that you have done, the Lord was pushing that and putting the batteries in your back to do it. So you can't sit there and say you thought of anything original. There's nothing new under the sun. This is why you have to have these these blueprints put into film. All right. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts send among his fat ones leniency under his glory, and shall kindle a burning like a burning of fire, which is his ICBM nuclear missiles. And it's going to devour and destroy you. You're not going to come back at all. There ain't no comeback. There ain't no phoenix coming out of the ashes to start your new world. So you play the same song and dance, and hey, like Killer Gates had made a statement long ago. He said the next thing is gonna make the other thing look like it was nothing. Well, do what you gotta do, because the quicker you do the things that you have to do, institute that chip, bring these plagues and all sort of bring hell on Israel, the quicker the Lord comes in and destroy you. All right, your time is up. So with that being said, shalom to the elected and the shades of shalom.